This is Paul. Yeah. That stock in the Federal Reserve Bank? Yeah. Could you just find out who has that? Yeah. And then the actual overnight lending rates in every nation that's borrowing money from us? Yeah. Now you'd say that I shouldn't be concerned, but I'm being obstructed from having some very large bank accounts that exceed $250,000 in FDIC insurance. Yeah. And considering my want to protect my assets, yeah, I think the Federal Reserve Bank may not have been really looking closely at the 6% of the stock in the Federal Reserve Bank. Yeah. Now, when you appropriate approximately, 5 to 6 trillion dollars during a credit crisis, yeah, and then we had some, well, financial difficulties as we were coming out of that, yeah, and then we have a pandemic approximately 5 years later. Ouch. It it would be one of those that if it's 6% of the stock in the Federal Reserve Bank, yeah, exactly how much does that equate to for everyone that is a member of the Federal Reserve Bank? Is that the total amount of actual assets on the balance sheet of the Federal Reserve? Because it could be 6% of 6 trillion. Now, I know the Federal Reserve say, oh, every bank has to increase their capital stock as we ourselves increase the amount of purchases of any of the securities of the member banks. But just looking at it, 6 trillion. Yeah. Well, this calculator might not get that big. Yeah. 6 million. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 6 billion. Yeah. Times which 0.06. Yeah. Equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 360 million. Yeah. Now that's not quite right, is it? No, it's 36 million would be 6% of 6 billion. Yeah. So that would be 360, 36 million. No, 36 billion. No, one, two, three. If it's $1 billion, yeah, it'd be $36 million is 6% of a billion. So if 36, it'd be $36 billion would be a percent of a trillion. Yeah. Then that would be 360 billion dollars would be 6% of 10 trillion. Yeah. Now, since you're spending all that money to prevent the economic collapse of the economy, at what point do they have to increase their 6% stock in the Federal Reserve Bank? Yeah.